But I guess it makes sense that the gap in the waterfall wouldn't just stay there for 7 years. Alright, here we go again. Let's hope this still works. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Unless they changed the key. Changed the lock, maybe. Nope, same thing. Oh, cool. How's it going, Zoras? Your future king has arrived! I was engaged to the princess, after all. Although it was 7 years ago, maybe our feelings have changed. And love the contrast that we get between old Zora's domain and new Zora's domain. Ultimately, Twilight Princess did it better because you could see, like, the Zoras frozen underneath the water, which was, you know, especially morbid, but I still like this a whole lot right here. The waters that we used to play in as a small child, no longer... Well, I guess they exist, they're just in a different form or whatever, but unlike the previous two temples, as an adult, where we just kind of showed up and we were like, hey, what's up, I got a big, a big master sword. Yeah, we'll go with that. We're gonna have to actually put in some work in order to get to the third temple, the water temple. Which is just to compound how much more of a pain all this is really gonna be, but... Okay, let's see what the good old king is doing. King Jabu Jabu. Yep, frozen solid. Well, not really frozen, just encased in like a red... I don't know what you call that, man. Let's see if this actually does anything, I'm curious. No, we just get the little blue targeting reticle, and that is gonna be it, so... Oh man, I hate this. Yeah, I'm gonna need some open bottles for this one. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these fairies. Maybe all three of them just to expedite this process. Yeah. I mean, I can always go back to the Lost Woods and get more fairies, so I'll hold on to them for right now until I actually need them, I suppose, but... I always thought this was one of the more... I don't know, I'm not gonna say the game just gets bad at this point, but it definitely... There's a few decisions here that's like, it's not fun. Like, why did you make me do that game? Okay, so... We need to access one part... Oh! Nope, screw you. Access one part that we were not able to get to as a child. Because Lord Jabu Jabu is no longer here. I guess he migrated south to the winter. Or maybe he just froze over too. Can I not kill this? Is the Octorok that bad of a shot? There we go. Screw you, buddy. No sniping here. Ooh. There's a heart piece right there. It's actually kind of easy to get one. Let's see. Does the hookshot go that far? Probably not. Am I going to regret trying to get this? Probably. Well, that's actually not spinning as fast as I thought it was. So. Ice physics are fantastic. You know, who doesn't love a good ice physic element in a game? Hey, I'll take it. I think that's just the first one, right? Boy, I'm really lacking in the heart container game so far here. I think it's going to be after the water temple. We're going to do a lot of interim stuff. We're going to go get my horse. We're going to get all the heart containers as a little kid. We're going to get some upgrades, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get some heavy artillery, something like that. That's neither here nor there. We're going to deal with the frozen wasteland for right now. And if you fall down, I think you have to start all over, which is kind of compounds the frustration that we may feel later on, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an issue. Screw you, Octoroks. Problem no longer. I think this was just a solid wall back in the day. The Ice Cavern. And we get to see the same thing that, you know, encased King Zora there, letting you know that, hey, something's going on here. Ow! Just impale me right from the back, why don't you freaking ice stickles? Sickles? Something like that. I hate these things. These things suck. I think you can just... Okay, well, that's not exactly what I want to do. You can't hurt them with the hookshot. I don't think the bow and arrows do anything, though. Yeah, makes sense. Just solid ice, I wouldn't expect to really be all that effective against bows. I mean, being all that effective against solid ice, I suppose. We got our good friend, the little, I don't even know what to call those, but just going all around, rotating up and down and all around. Yeah, I think opening up with the hookshot is actually the ideal strategy there, at least just to get in one more hit. And good, finally giving me bombs. That's something the Fire Temple didn't have the courtesy to do for me. And nothing else around here, I think. Let's continue onward. Yeah, this is a nice little mini-dungeon. This is not the Water Temple, and this is not, like, the only time this happens in this game, where you have, like, a little pre-segment, a little pre-dungeon. I don't even really want to say pre-dungeon. Well, I guess in the case of, like, the last one, you could technically call it, like, a pre-dungeon or whatever, but all the temples from here on out, yeah, we're gonna have to do a little something in order to actually get to that. And I think that's the first time we've ever seen spinning little... I don't know what they're called, like floating jars? Yeah, floating jars, that's it. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Ow! Stop it, please. I want that gold Skulltula. So close. Well, that angle's not gonna work at all. I don't know, maybe if I'm just right up against it, we'll be okay. So I'm gonna have to use the hookshot to retrieve it. Yeah, I forget. Link can just kind of arc his back all anime girl style. Show off all the right things at the right time. There we go. Just a few more that I never have to deal with those things again, because I don't care about the freaking rewards after the giant wallet. They're actually... kind of terrible. Although maybe I'm getting them confused with the actual rewards you get in Ocarina of Time 3D. I know they changed them up a little bit. Or maybe they just changed one of them. I don't know. I'll take it. Brand new mechanic right there as well. Kind of a seamless way to introduce that since the room is so small. And I like that whenever you introduce a new mechanic this late in the game. Because, I mean, come on. Are we at the halfway point? I think we're past the halfway point, technically. Or maybe just a little ways past it. But if you're introducing, like, new elements into your game, and your first 3D game at that, best to introduce it in a way like that. That's kind of harmless, you know? Pretty simple to grasp, simple to understand. But that is 100% the way to deal with those things. Get in there with the hook shot, they don't have time to respond, and just hit them with the sword. And thankfully, their hitbox is big enough to where the Master Sword's actually effective. Oh, we're already at the end already. Look how fast that thing's going. Jesus Christ. Oh no, ice bats. Haven't seen these guys before. See if I can snipe them. There we go. Screw you. You see how fast that thing is moving? Oh my god. I think that's the fastest moving one in the game. Okay, here we go again. I actually don't need those hearts for a change. Well, I guess the enemies aren't that threatening. Oh, that time to react that time, didn't it? Everything and their mom around here just wants to freeze me. Take out the ice statue first, and then you're next. You're not getting away. Screw you! Now I guess I can use those hearts. Ooh, and it's actually not slippery here. Man, what a treat. What an honor. Okay, yeah, this is what we need. Yeah, what is this? Blue fire? Sacred fire? This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something. Yep, so time to empty out the old fairy supply, I guess. You hate to do it, but you gotta do it. Okay, let's see if we can expedite this. Might have to do the little cutscene every time. And all my protection's gonna be gone after this, so I better get good at the game. And number 3. Hey guys, remind me to stock up on these before I go back to the water temple. I might actually need them for that fight. Although I got a strategy for that one, so that could be a big deal. Hey, I'll take it. So blue fire, yeah, we gotta put all of it into a bottle, and that's the only thing that can melt the red things, and it's kind of the only time that you use the blue fire, so it's like, it's a weird gameplay mechanic, right? And it kind of sucks that you have to put it in a bottle. I was about to say come back here every single time you want some. That's not true. I think we'll find a different source kind of earlier in the dungeon. And also, you can actually buy blue fire in like shops, I think, maybe in Kakariko Village, for 300 rupees, mind you. Definitely not worth it. And I see that bet. Come here. You know you want to. That's what I'm talking about, kid. And screw you. Boy, a lot easier to take care of those bats in this type of setting, isn't it? And I think some of these that you're supposed to use the blue fire to... Like, why would I use the blue fire to unlock that pot right there? That jar. That makes literally no sense. Why would you do that? And also, Virgo, why would you miss the easy jump right there? Literally easiest thing in the world. Although it's pretty easy to get back up there, so I don't think I'll have to do a cut. Yeah, I don't know why I missed that one. I can't even, like, blame the finicky jumping in this one. I think it's the same in every, like, 3D Zelda games. Pre-Breath of the Wild, at the very least, so... Okay, what do we got here? Is this gonna be the map? I think this is just gonna be the map. Is there a map to this place? There is a map to this place. Well, that actually might be kind of helpful, because although the dungeon, well, the mini-dungeon is small, only one floor, you can see, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to this place that we kind of missed. Well, maybe not a lot, just 3 rooms exactly, but hey, having the map's not a bad thing. Just gonna go ahead and fill that up with, I said sacred fire, it's not sacred fire, it's blue fire, whatever. I think we're gonna need as much as we can carry, pretty much. Okay, I'll go ahead and just keep the one at the bottom on the fire for when I need that. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. Go ahead and get out my masculine bow again. And now we're off again. We're off to the races. Because, yeah, we can use this to, you know, free King Jabu Jabu, as I will now call him from now on. Incorrectly, I know. But not only do we have to do that, but there's one more thing we're going to need in here. I think it's perfectly possible that you go back and you free King Jabu Jabu, and you still don't actually have the equipment you need to get to the water temple. So, yeah, that'll ruin your day. I think this is the one, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's this entrance right here. I believe this is what you gotta use the fire on. Yeah, look at that. Okay. But I don't know if that's the way I want to go or not, necessarily. Take a look at that map again. Let's say, I want to get to that isolated one first. Let's see which way this actually goes. Out of my way, you. Yeah, this is the little passageway, alright. And, not quite sure this is where I wanted to go. Well, that's more blue fire right there. It might be easier to get to now that we have that one open. Let me see if I can get to the opposite direction. This is just curiosity. I know we have to go this way. This is where, like, the plot actually wants us to go. But I'm just curious about what's going to be behind door number 2 over here. At least I opened up that one. That's the important one. So I don't have to go all the way back to, like, the core one in order to get more fire. Alright, let's see what we got here. Plus, this one leads to the dead end, right? This is obviously the optional one. So I have to keep in mind that I want to save one set of fire for the king, and then... Oh, well, I didn't really point it out, but there's one at the shop as well. Not that I'm going to be doing any shopping necessarily, but is this just more blue fire here? I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, wow, yeah. This is a good deal over here, all things considered. But, go ahead and get that guy for sure. And then another gold skull tool. I only need one more. But am I going to be able to resist the temptation to not get a gold skull tool if I just come across one? I mean, I'll probably still get it. I just don't really care about the rewards that much. And I can't easily access that, right? Yeah, it's just right there. Wait, that's just chilling here. No, you don't. Alright, this one's mine. Yeah, this one's actually easier to get to than that other one, with all the pushable blocks. Which, believe me, I'm gonna have fun with. Oh boy, pushing block puzzles. I know I've referenced it several times, but my Pokemon days have made me just a little bit reluctant for the pushing ice block puzzles. And what is that? The compass? That's the only thing I can think of. We're all out of fire, though. I'll just get the one right now. Before we fill up again. And then the manuring bats as well. Screw you. Screw you. And yeah, that's probably gonna be the compass. Oh, I don't think there are gonna be any other treasure chests left in this dungeon, this mini-dungeon. We're about to find out, though. Maybe it's like a big rupee that'll go to complete waste because I can only carry 12 more. Oh, it's the compass. Okay. I mean, is there anything here hidden that I actually care about? Yeah, I mean, there's the one in that room. That's the critical item, but whatever, man. Alright, let's fill up again. Let's get all 3 of these back. Nope, wrong way. And that'll be 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many more of these we're gonna need necessarily. Again, I just want the 2 to take with me out of the dungeon, and then we'll be good to go. And if I had that 4th bottle, maybe this would be a little bit easier. But the 4th bottle is actually kind of difficult to get. We have to do the Poe hunting. You know, we met that very creepy and got very inappropriate, very not HR-friendly little ghoul guy back in Hyrule Castletown, or what's left of Hyrule Castletown. I was like, man, if I had your body, hey, you know what I do. Like, dude, not appropriate. At least I think it's a dude. I'm assuming. Maybe it's a pervy old lady. I don't freaking know. But you have to do, like, the big Poe side quest for that jar or bottle. Am I gonna do that? I mean, I said this was 100%. I mean, well, no, I never really claimed it was 100%. I mean, it's not. I'm not getting all the freaking gold skull tools. Screw that noise. But that's like inventory. I said I wanted to get all the inventory. I guess that kind of counts. I don't know. We'll think about it. I mean, I definitely want to get like the ice arrows and all that good stuff. Spoilers for the 22-year-old game. And I hear another gold skull tool. Man, look at that. Man, I can just hightail it back to Kakariko before this is over and have the whole 30. This is 29. Oh, come on. It's hitting it. It's hitting it, game. Okay, we'll get a little bit closer. Come on. Don't want to go careening off the edge, though. Oh, come on. There we go. Only took 6 freaking tries. Oh, you can lock on that way, I guess. Okay, now... pushing block puzzle time! Well, let me just go ahead and get all these that I can actually carry. We have those red rupees up there. I think you need Scarecrow's song for that? Is that what you need for that? I don't know. But okay, it's actually not getting the silver rupees with this that I'm worried about. It's actually just getting it to where we can, like, access the next freaking area is the thing. Okay, so that one, obviously. I think there's one. Yeah, that's kind of the kicker right there that you need the fire for. I guess we'll go ahead and get that. I think that's the only one I can get. So I think we had to push this thing to the left when we first start off with if I want to get that. And at least, you know, this is another good design choice here, I think. So we have another silver rupee collection in the room puzzle, right? And this one's kind of difficult, you know, not only do you have the ice physics with the pushing and the moving block, you know, some of them are up in the air, some of them are pretty cleverly hidden, you know, just kind of things like that. But at least, you know, this is not the first time we have seen a puzzle like this. You know, they introduced this in a much simpler capacity, so now you know what to do about it. So don't give me that crap about Ocarina of Time just throwing you into situations that you have no idea how to handle. It's not really true. In fact, I can't really think of a single one. Well, okay, well, there's like one little dungeon, and where like the point of that little mini dungeon, you know, we're gonna get to it sooner rather than later, is just to kind of mess with you. Honestly, you know, it's kind of troll you. Majora's Mask has a little segment like that as well. But for everything else, you know, that actually counts. Or like the trolling of the player is not actually, you know, the point. Ocarina of Time does a fantastic job. And do I need more fire? I mean, even if I need more fire, I don't think it's really worth it to position this thing correctly when I'm trying to actually get to the exit. In order to get it, I think going to the other room is just going to be the better idea. Okay, but I think we're going to need to get right here. Boom and boom, right? Boy, I had to do this back in Lords of Shadow. Oh, that was a lot more difficult. This is not the most difficult one. You know, I can only think of like one more time in this game where you actually have to do the moving ice block puzzle. That one's actually pretty intense. Got a time limit on that one from what I remember. Not gonna be in here though. Okay, let's hope that like 2 more is actually enough. I mean, again, just the king in the shop is all I care about. Let's see. Oh, you again, huh? No, thank you. Freezard. Well, I didn't mean to look at it, but there you go. You got it. If only we had something that could kill that in one go. Oh, and look at this. Nah, man. Of course, they had to put this right here. I don't know, maybe we'll find another source, but I'm gonna have to do some backtracking, I guess. Well, I could always just not unlock the shop, I guess. Like I said, I'm not really gonna be shopping. If I do shop, it'll probably be in Kakariko. I think I pretty much got everything. But yeah, with the one, I mean, maybe. I think I want the Deku Nuts for this coming out. At least I think. I don't know. We'll see if this even works. Ooh, what a neat room. Look at all these crystals. It's beautiful. Hey, how's it going? And jump. So you pretty much fight this thing the exact same as the others. Wait for him to attack, stun with the nuts, and then boom, jump attack. Hey, I remember that one. That's another one where if you don't use your noodle and you don't use all the items that you've been given, you might think it's a boring battle, to where the enemy dictates the pace or whatever. I don't know, man. 2 hits if you're smart doesn't sound that bad to me. But what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? And thus it has begun. The iron boots, so heavy you can't run, so heavy you can't float. Joy. We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the Water Temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the Water Temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen to the Serenade of Water to reflect upon yourself. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Link, I'll see you again. Yes, the Serenade of Water. Oh man, I love that song so much. Out of all the warping songs, that is probably my favorite. Like, for sure, I think that's my favorite. I gushed over that in Twilight Princess, how they reused a Serenade of Water remix for when you're, like, following Queen Rutella's ghost to her grave so she can give you the Zora armor. Oh, such a great moment. I love it so freaking much. What I don't love, though, iron boots. Look, people have already said their piece. I'm not going to say anymore. It's a dead horse at this point, right? We need it in order to walk underwater, and there's going to be a whole lot of water in the future. Of course, I can't breathe underwater, so, I mean, if I don't take out the boots, I'm going to freaking drown, but every time you want to take them off, yeah, probably something like that. Look, it sucks. I don't like it either. I kind of hate it. It's a big reason why the water temple, the one coming up, is the worst temple in the game, you know, without a freaking doubt, but... I mean, what are you gonna do, really? Gotta do it in order to beat the game, I suppose. And the exit's gonna be, ow, just right around here. Yeah, I think for right now, we'll just rock with the one blue fire. I mean, we have it. The only thing we have to do is just free King Zora, so, yeah, I'll go with that. I wasn't planning on buying anything in the shop anyway. Kinda like the Goron shop, you can just, like, peruse the wares. See what's going on there, I guess. But we really just need to free the fat guy. How I got from, like, Serenade of Water to complain to Iron Boots to sing that the Zora King is super fat, oh no, I have a weird train of thought, I guess.